The following code was given to me, and we're just going to do a quick look over of it. So we have this class main, and it goes from here and it goes to here. It's the only class for this code. The next thing that we have are two methods. We have this one right here, which is being called by the one in green right here. So looking at this, we're going to first start out with the green one. We have public static void main. We can see that's clearly our main method. So that's what we're going to look at. We have this scanner in, which is for user input, and that's because of the system.in right here. Now we are going to get the next user input to be an integer and store it in int size. That's where we have in.nextInt. Same thing right here, but with a string. So the user is going to input a string, which is going to represent the ID. And that's going to be the next thing. And then the user is going to input something else, and that's going to be caught in this next line. However, it's not stored anywhere, so it's just right here. Now we have array list, string list, and I'm looking at this right here where we have it set equal to a new array list. Well, what this is doing is it's initializing a array list and it's calling it list. So we initialize array list, it's of type string, and its name is list. Then we have a for loop right here. This for loop is going to run for our entire size, which we found right here. And then we're going to increment it slowly right here. And then inside of the list, so the array list right here, we are going to add using list.add, which is an array list function method. We are adding the array new string. We can see it's an array because of this right here. And then inside of here, we have the next line, and next line that's being added into our array list. Once that's done, we are going to come down to the system.out.println statement. And this system.out.println is going to call this method or this function right here, which is what we have in blue up top. So we're passing in two things. We're passing in the array list of type string, and it's being called R. We're also passing in the string ID. We declare result right here, nothing special. And right here, we have a for each loop. More information can be found about this in the playlist linked below the like button. So we're basically saying though that we have this array right here, string array each, and it's going to run the entire time that R has something in it. So we're focusing on this. And we're saying if each 0, so the index at index 0 is equal to ID, then we are going to be inside of this if statement. So only if this is equal, meaning that only if string ID is equal to the element here, we will be inside of here. And then we're going to say that our result is equal to each index 1. So whatever we have at index 1, whatever element we have at index 1, plus a new line, and then plus whatever's at index 2. And then we're going to do this for the entire for loop. Once we're done, we're just going to return the result, and then we would come back here, and we would end the code. So that's how we would look at this code. Important parts to note are going to be this for each loop right here, this if statement right here. If statements are always pretty cool to look at. We have an array list right here. We have a scanner right here. And then we have a function of our array list there. And these are all part of the scanner right here. And this is a method call. So those are all the important parts, and that is all for analyzing this code.